Hi, can you hear me? I just see that I spilled cereal on the back of my counter and I didn't clean it up yet. Can you guys, you can hear me? Okay. I can't believe I spilled that. Spilled cereal back. It's really bad. Okay. Now let's see. Hopefully I'm doing this a different way tonight. I have you guys on my laptop, so maybe then I can just use my phone to see your live chat. Let's see if that works. To see your live chat. Let's see if that works. To see your live chat. I better put this. To see your live chat. I better put this. Okay, that sounds really weird. Okay. So anyway, hopefully that'll mute. So anyway, this is not. Why is this? Where's my volume? Okay, that's it. Sorry. Did anybody have a chance to check out that podcast? Let me just see here. I have to look up here anyway. Yeah, I know I'm trying to turn off the sound jigsaw, but I don't know. My stupid phone is not letting me see my volume. Maybe if I'm going to be quiet until I turn it off. So you didn't lose your sound. Okay. That sounds really weird. Okay. So anyway, hopefully that'll mute. So anyway. Okay, hopefully it's not. All right, I think it's off now. It's on the side. I had to turn the volume off on my phone because I couldn't see it on the YouTube. So did anybody get to check out that horrible podcast with Critical K and then Mel and Kel? Let me know if you saw that. No, not the one. Which one about Kelsey's home? No. The podcast. Yes, you did. Who said they did? Happy. What did you think? Happy. You couldn't watch for long. The one with the Critical K, right? Is that the one you're talking about with had Mel and Kel, and the one girl said that she's going to go to her death believing that Shanann murdered the children, and she talked to Chris in jail. Is that the one you guys heard? Can you please say the name of the podcast? That's what it was. It was Critical K with Mel and Kel. No, I can't listen to her either. But if you were in our last live, I told you about somebody that was a friend of Jamie's that was messaging me. First, she wanted me to get on the phone with her, and then it went through a whole thing with Cindy Watts and everything. And then she sent me her hellacious video where Shanann was completely cut out of it, and it was supposed to show me that Cindy and Ronnie really were great, and Chris was really great, and, crazy stuff. Kel and Mel on YouTube. Do they have their own channel? I've never even, that's the first I've ever seen of them. They didn't look. No. Okay. Well, somebody came in and said for me to go look at this, and they seemed to know that this was the person that I was dealing with. So then I thought, okay, wait, does she mention this on the thing? So I had to listen, because I've never mentioned her name. I've never given out her name. But yes, it appears to be the same person that was contacting me and asking me to call her and all this stuff about Cindy and sending me that stuff. Right. Pringle, I don't want anybody to follow it. I don't think anybody should follow it. I think they are vile and really, she's very vile, very hateful, but she's been all over this week on other people's channels, and I don't even understand why they have her on there. But she flipped out on it on another channel. She flipped the freak out because she's okay if she's able to overpower the guest, okay? Because she'll do things like, oh, I have a very open mind. I'm so open-minded. Isn't it so possible Shanann killed those kids, right? Right? She killed those kids? I know. As long as somebody can stay with her like that, but as soon as someone challenges her, she put her microphone on mute. She ran into her bedroom and closed the door. Then she came out and attacked the woman's looks, okay? This coming from a man. I'm on live, Jimmy. My husband is walking around now. I thought he was sleeping. Okay. I want to make sure that he knows I'm on live here. Hold on. Jimmy? He can't hear me. Someone come in here like not thinking that I'm on live. Close, Jimmy. Absolutely. Because I said I might go on. He said he was gonna go lay down earlier, and I'm like, okay. And then now I just heard him coming on. Okay. But he doesn't answer me, so I can't even feel secure that he heard me, that I'm on live. Okay. But anyway, yeah, he wants a cameo. Oh my gosh. But I was freaked out with it because she attacks this woman's looks. Meanwhile, she never shows her face on the camera, only a little picture of her with this stupid purple wig. Okay. It's so stupid. And she was completely, just off the rails, I think, because this woman knew what she was talking about and was calling Kay out on her junk, and she flipped out. How is Cinnamon blocked? She's blocked from the last time? How do we unblock? Do I have any wrenches in here? I have to find, let me see on my laptop if I can find her here. Participants. She's not in participants. Okay, so Dylan, do you know where we find Cinnamon? You're asking me, Dylan? I'm asking you. Late Kate, do you know how to unblock Cinnamon? Because somebody blocked her the last time. Hi, Bernard. But this Kelsey Berreth case is getting crazy. It's so weird because I'm looking at my phone and my phone is going. You see my phone? And I'm standing here. I'm like, how am I talking? It must be behind. I don't know. They're saying that everything that Crystal said is all lies. And if it is true, and you know what, do you remember what I told you about Charlotte, about somebody taking her out for a drink? Apparently, somebody might be doing that with some of Crystal's friends. I don't know, maybe. And there's a lot more coming out. And if she lied, then that plea deal is void. You're going to university there? I'm missing this. Who's going to university where? It's only 2:46. The night is young, light of life. The night is young. Yeah, Becky, it's Crystal Kenny, the one that helped Patrick Frazee kill Kelsey Berreth, but she might have done it herself. It's not really that late. You guys, gosh, it's only 2:40, only 2:47. It's 8:47 a.m. in Spain. Okay, Hazel. Shank of the evening. So only 12. See, it's really early for you. Rise up. Only 12. 1:47. Night is young. You're having your breakfast? I had a little cereal earlier, but I spilled it on the I spilled it on the counter when I couldn't open the stupid bag. And I didn't realize until I came on that it was still there. Did anyone see the CTA? What's the CTA latest? What is that? I don't know what the CTA is. She saw the police cam video. Who saw the police cam video? Who is CTA? I don't know who CTA is. Just made coffee. This should be an all night. I've been going all day because my son had a birthday party early in the day, and then we had to go. Yeah, what is this? Somebody said, did you see this CTA latest? Chris Watts was caught, what? On Shanann Watts' Lexus dash cam coming out of the house with the bodies. What? Johnny, are you kidding me? On her dash cam? I don't think so. What is the CTA? She found a trash can. What is going on? Call to action. I have no idea who could. Is that a YouTube channel? Conscious truth away. But what is that? Is it one of these wacky ones that just put out junk and it's all fake? I don't know how anybody can watch that kind of crap. I really don't. Psychic. That's a YouTube channel. I don't know. I don't watch stuff like that. I don't watch. I'm a facts person. I'm just guessing. Oh, I don't know. I'm confused too, Faith. So let's say, so the Kelsey stuff, what's really aggravating for me is every time I come up with a theory, then I go back in and I hear from this person and she says, oh no, that's not the way it happened. So now I spent all that time getting all those pictures looking for different entrances that Crystal could have been in, because I really think Crystal had something to do with it on the 22nd. I think she was in. So I was trying to find, okay, where could she be that they didn't see her? And then there's only one door on that darn house. Always. I'm going to have to get my phone because I look at this. I should put my phone in the tripod so I don't have to hold it. Did we ever get Cinnamon unblocked? Anybody that's here can tell us how to unblock someone? Just type on up there, cinnamon hot hot. I'm thinking you can do it only. Okay, someone get, mommy, I have to. Annie, can you tell me how? I'm looking at the chat now. Tell me how to do it, Annie. Mommy, it's in my admin functions. Can I do it on my live chat page? Okay, so tell me, where do I find her name, Annie? Because when I go here, I only see participants. I wonder, okay. All right, where did Annie go? You have to find it later? No, I can go on another window. I think I can go on another window, right? Okay, I'm on another window now. So what do I do? But now I can't, okay. You can't stand listening to who? Who are we not listening to? Hang on, we timed out for too many posts. We timed out for too many posts? What does that mean? I don't know where my live chat is now. Can you guys still see me? Did I lose all you guys? I can't find you anymore. Oh, here I see you. Okay. There's always got to be something. Let me see. I got emojis down here. I can do that. I just can't find the person. YouTube really needs to make this streamlined. If somebody's blocked, then we should have something right here to unblock someone. I know I saw it one time. Okay, you're from PA. You're going to get instructions. Okay, Annie, hurry up. Okay, so yeah. So why did he kill Kelsey? Catch you up. Okay, there's a couple of videos, but it's, I think, over custody. But we don't know that he killed her because he solicited. But see, this is the thing that I'm talking about. After we learn the whole case, now we're hearing that Crystal is telling lies like crazy about this stuff, which people are glad now, because then that'll throw the plea deal out the window, because everybody feels she's far more involved. And even what she says she's involved with is still making people crazy. Okay, so people are glad if she lied. And like I said, that's really appearing what it is. They're creating reasonable doubt, but no, it's more than that. It's more than that. There's rounds missing in that gun. There's some storyline. Remember that guy that from high school that she gave the gun to? Well, his wife is a social worker, and now his wife said that the husband told her this, and then they went away for Thanksgiving. It's really involved. You cannot even believe what is happening, okay? So what I'm trying to say is there's too many people that know too much, and there's other friends that are involved. There's so many people involved. Like I told you, she had the aunt driving down there one time, and then now the aunt might be involved. There's so many different things going on there. It's crazy. So every time I come up with a theory, then it's like, no, because so now they're saying she might have been murdered on the early hours of the 23rd. Why wouldn't she? Okay, for videos, hold on. Annie's giving me advice. Sign into my YouTube account. I'm there. Okay, and on my account icon in the menu, select the community settings, scroll down to the default section. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Hang on. Okay, go to my community settings. Hang on. Everybody talk amongst yourselves while I figure this out so we get Cinnamon unblocked. Okay, go to my community settings. I'm at my community settings now. Hang on. Okay, and I've got, oh, go over here down to community settings. Oh, wait, I see. Okay, hold on. So where is she? Cinnamon Hot Hot. She's not blocked. Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't see her. Let me see. Is she sure? Did she try to come in? She's not in the hidden users. Is that where they would be? Hidden users are blocked ones, right? Oh, Cinnamon Hot Hot. I see her. Okay, she should be able to come in now. That was good. Thank you for that, Annie. I don't understand why shoplifters are stealing diapers. Get more than Crystal Lee. Yeah. Not knowing how your channel. Annie, I'm good. I got it, Annie. Did Annie hear me? Upper right hand corner. Yeah, we got it. She's unblocked. She can come in. Oh, mods can only okay, I'll remember it now. Hopefully we won't get any, but yeah, so the crystal thing is just crazy. Crazy. But what else did I have? I have to look in my notes here because I had a bunch of stuff. Hello, Miss Lit. We need a GoFundMe for a tech guy. Just for the live chats. I'm really very tech savvy otherwise. Let me see here. Where the heck? I took so many notes during that podcast. I just can't even believe how deranged this woman is. Just that she can't even, she goes like this. Nobody can analyze Chris because they don't know enough about him, but I can analyze Shanann because she left those videos out. Okay. All right. They're very, very jealous of Shanann. In fact, I think it must be Chris's sister that's really jealous because they call her the queen and they say that she wanted everybody to tell them how beautiful she was. And then they're going on and on about how beautiful Jamie Watts is and that she literally stops traffic. That's how beautiful she is. She stops traffic, guys. I'm sure she does. And, you know, it sounds like Jamie was very jealous of Shanann. And so she needed these two friends and Kay to go on and tell everybody that she's, you know, drop dead gorgeous, stopping traffic. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. She named her daughters Bella and Celeste. Who named her daughters Bella and Celeste? Not Jamie Watts. Jamie Watts is way older than Shanann. Jamie Watts is in her 40s. Shanann did, of course she. But what is that? I'm confused, Jigsaw. Oh, but maybe you're not. I'm thinking you're talking about Jamie. Okay, never mind. And Cindy is just naive. That's all Cindy is. Oh, and get this, guys. Do you want to know why they don't like Shanann? Because the first night, supposedly, that Chris brought her over there, she decided to play a joke on them and pretend and Chris and her decided to play a joke and say that he was dating a 40-year-old woman. And that's one of the reasons they don't like her, because they played a joke. Wow. Okay. That's a good reason. That's a good reason. Hi, Laura. Yeah, but who did Lit Makeup Mobster? Did she really apologize for her? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think she apologized for what happened, but I don't think she apologized for Kay. I think Kay is her friend. Yeah, in the car I saw that, Elizabeth, but Kay is her friend. She stuck up for Kay. Even when Kay came out attacking that woman that got on her looks and everything, she stood up for Kay. No, Crystal did not, Ocean Girl. She did not take a lie detector test. I don't know what's going to happen with Crystal. I just think that we're going to see a lot of stuff happen. He goes to court next April 6th or April 8th. Yeah, I know. Pac-Man, they are just, there's really something very, very wrong with them. And I don't understand anyone that can align themselves with Kay. I honestly do not see how anybody can align themselves with Kay. The book way on the body cam against the fence. What are we? Makeup Mobster's not very bright. If she's, I don't watch her. But if she, I mean, I saw that because but I don't watch her channel. But if she's aligning herself with Kay, it doesn't speak very well. Kay's voice, and this is the best thing. They go, okay, everybody says you have a cackle, and they said, but a cackle is joy. I love joy. I'm like, you're having joy when you're cackling over, a victim that was killed, and they're still going on and saying that Shanann killed the kids. It's crazy. I just like her evil video stories. Kay is not nice at all. Kay is not nice at all. Kay, I don't know. And then what happened to this Miss Mensa? She lost her channel or something? What happened there? Did somebody take her down for hate speech or something? Kay is the plunder person. I don't know. They say the plunder person is, some people say Jamie Watts or the Watts family. It's definitely somebody that's close to that camp, I'd say. But I don't know. Does anybody know what happened at Thriving for the Truth? Why that channel went down? Tell me more. Okay, I'm trying to get my notes on the podcast. I'm trying to read the live chat. I'm trying to get my notes. Hoping that my husband doesn't come in here without clothes on. Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go. You can't even believe how many. They were so vile. I think they were all drinking. And then they're like, F this, saying the most horrible things you could believe about Shanann. Just horrible. She's saying. Oh. The one I think that was talking to me said she was so sick and tired of hearing, they were talking about their group. And listen to this one, the group, the Speculations group on Facebook? Kay said, a lot of people hate her because of that group. And she says, yes, I opened up a platform for hate of Shanann. Okay. She opened up this platform, but she didn't make all these people go in there. And it's not her fault all these people have all this hate and they want to talk about it. She's just giving them the platform to do that. So there's nothing wrong with it, is what she said. And then they said, oh, yeah, and all your rules, because you're not allowed to talk about the oil tanks. You're not allowed to talk about certain things. And they said, yeah, because we don't need to hear that. We know all of that. We don't need to hear it. And then this one says, yeah, just like I don't want to hear about the nut story anymore because I almost put a bowl of nuts as my avatar. Yeah, straight. Yeah, set the record straight. Yeah, they're getting really, I think they're all connected. I mean, have you noticed none of them, well, like, she doesn't need, there's no voice on that set the record straight. It's just, it's almost like those ones that have what was it? The computer generated voice, but she doesn't even have that. It's just text. Yeah. They also cannot stand what. Okay, so let me see what else she just. Oh, they say that Ronnie still believes the first story that Chris said in the interrogation. He still believes Chris is innocent. And then they're like breaking down over calling Cindy and hearing Ronnie. They make it sound like he was on a call with Chris and he was breaking down and they're like getting all choked up. And meanwhile, they say the most horrible things about Shanann's mother. They said, oh, did you see that note she wrote to the court with her terrible spelling? Oh my gosh, it was so pitiful. And they make fun of her family, but then they're all choked up over Ronnie talking to his son that's still alive. And that they're getting all choked up about. The civil case is done. Chris did not respond to it, so they got the default judgment. And what else did she say? Let's see. Oh, the Watts family, they're the underdog. So lots of people attacking them. Poor the Watts family, poor Watts family, And Ronnie believes he's innocent. What'd you say? Oh, and Ronnie knows Chris better than anyone. And if he believes he's innocent, let's see. Then they said that Chris called, or she called Chris, and then she's quoting scripture about Peter being in prison, as if Chris is this changed man and that he's embracing his Christianity and he knows where he needs, that this is where he needs to be. And then she says, oh, don't take this the way you people want to take this, that he needs to be here because he killed his kids. That's not what we're saying. It's quite sick. People like the oil tanks are a safe place. Yes, that's what she said. What is so bad about the oil tanks? It was a safe place, and he wanted them near to where he worked. She made it sound like it was an endearing thing. What do you mean she's up to 70 subscribers? 70 subscribers what? She said Shanann was an abusive mother. She said Shanann was an abusive mother. Yep. What is with the up 70 subscribers? I don't get that. What does that mean? Yeah, Jessica, I don't know. It's really hard to listen to them, but I don't understand why. I know that someone had a debate with her the other night, and it's like talking to a wall, though, because she doesn't even realize what she says. Oh, I'm so open-minded. Yeah, open-minded as long as she can dominate the conversation and make people think what they want to. Which awful person? Oh, I heard she gushes over Chris, and I heard somebody told me before Chris she was gushing over another guy that was in prison for life. I think she totally does. Can you try it? I did. She's not unblocked. Are you sure? I unblocked her. I clicked the little X and she's not in there anymore. Let me see. I left it open so I can go back in. She's not in there anymore. Did she I'll refresh this page just to make sure that it took. Hold on a minute. Let me just make sure that there's. Oh, hold on a minute. Now have her try. Maybe I didn't hit the save button on top. Try it now. They speak very highly of Cindy Watts and Jamie Watts, and oh yes, very highly of them. Stella, no, I can see you. You're not muted. You can't read the chat? I don't know. When you look up NK on Google, it says Angela Marie Avis. Are you looking up her name? You're not just putting in NK, right? They must do a lot of drugs. I think they do a lot. I know Kay. I think she does drink because she drinks right on the air. But Lisa, what happened to Miss Mensa's channel? Because I saw her screaming that she had to start all over again. What, did her channel get taken down again? The Critical K, Jessica. It's called The Critical K. You think? I don't know. How long is the chat this morning? We never know, Medgas guy. You need to hear this crap firsthand. Yeah, but let me see, because somebody sent me that. Let me see whose channel that was on. Somebody sent it to me, Jessica. Jessica, email me and I'll give you the link to that podcast, because I don't know which. I'll have to look after this and send that one to you. You can look at the Critical K and see if it's on there, but if it's not, email me at thetruecrimechat.org and I'll send you the link that she sent me. How long has this? She used to have a channel with J for Justice, and then they had a big falling out, and they went their separate ways. And then she took a long time to get up and running again. Lisa, you would think everybody is sick of her, but why are people putting her on there? I don't get it. I don't get it. There's some really sick people. It's on Mel and Kel. So, okay, Mel and Kel, They have their own channel? I mean, do they have other things other than that podcast? Are they doing other pro Chris Watts fan club stuff? I've never heard of a channel for them. I thought that was just CW is out of Kel and Mel, not Mel and Kel. I'm thinking of Keenan and Kel. Who remembers that? Wasn't there used to be a show, Keenan and Kel, right? And that Mel and Kel. Well, what I decided to do is go to the yeah, she just it's sad. It's very sad. And to say that they're all put off with them having a joke, even if that did happen, and that, oh, you know, it's very crazy. And they don't about the wedding. She talked about the wedding, and they didn't go to the wedding because they give a different excuse every single time. The last time that one that was emailing me told me they just wanted a phone call and they would have went to the wedding. And then there was another stupid excuse this time. It's so ridiculous. Oh, Chris has been through so much trauma. Chris has been through so much trauma. Yep. And, she remembers him as a little boy because his sister is about 10 years older. So she was saying she was friends with the sister, and they remember Chris as a little boy, and, he was always so sweet. And how could anybody, and that's where they're saying, he's not a narcissist, a psychopath. He's not a sociopath. He's not a covert narcissist. How can anybody diagnose him with this and all of this? And 2 minutes later, they're diagnosing Shanann with Munchausen's by proxy, a narcissist, an abusive mother, an abusive wife. It's just like, do you listen to yourselves? And then she goes, well, she brought that on herself by leaving these videos because she left the proof of what she is. Chris doesn't have enough video time for someone to diagnose him. Chris is more than on the spectrum. Right. And that's what somebody was saying on the other day, that he's a cold-blooded murderer. And she said, well, do you think maybe he's not? Maybe he's just, Shanann was just so abusive. But you see, if somebody, the woman that got on and confronted her was a psychologist or something, and Kay could not take it. Kay regressed. She was typing in the chat, yawn, this is so boring, while the woman's talking, because she knew the woman was making sense. She knew the woman outwitted her. So then she ran off into her bedroom. Then she muted herself. And then when that didn't work, she unmuted herself and attacked the woman's looks. And then she muted herself again and would not come back on. She's a very immature, very mean, vile woman. And the only time she does her little cackle in this is when she thinks she can get one over, because she's always tries to say, well, couldn't it be? Or she just goes, correct, right? After she says, like, Shanann was a narcissist, right? She's nuts. I don't know. No, she's not Cindy Watts. That's for sure. This woman is kooky in her own right, but she's not Cindy Watts. Kay's cackle. Yeah, that's what they said. It equals joy. It's like, it's joy like a child is what this one said. It's just such joy. And people that call it a cackle, they don't have joy in their lives. And it's like, okay, Yeah, that's not what that is. Sorry. Yeah, but he didn't kill his flesh and blood according to them because they still don't believe he killed his kids. He was just confused. Mm, he didn't know what to do. Is this the woman that? No, this is not. No, not the life coach. Mm-mm. This is, I don't know what, she's an online gamer or something. I don't know what the heck she does. She's very creepy. Yeah. It's just like but she doesn't see her own self, what she says. Watts may change. Oh, yes, that's what it was. Oh, the poor Wattses, and they didn't get to talk to Chris, and they didn't get to do anything for him, and they wanted to get him that attorney, and that's what it is. As if he is so manipulated. That's what poor Chris was. He was manipulated into that confession. He was taken advantage of, and it just isn't right. I'm surprised they haven't sold their house and moved next door to the prison. Someone said it was on this channel, Melon Kell or something. It's horrible. It really is. It's really horrible. No, this is Kay, what the heck is her name? The Critical K, and Kay Yax, I think is her last name, or Karen Yax, Karen, whatever the hell she is. She's in Michigan, but she hides under a fake profile that says she lives in the UK. Yeah, a great attorney. Well, that's what I said to this one. I said, well, if they think he's so innocent, why didn't they put everything on the line for him and get him a dream team? Oh, they would have sold everything, but he didn't want that. I think Kay had. Oh, okay. She makes no bones about it. She's always drinking whiskey on the podcast. She's always drinking whiskey. Yes, that's the group, Jessica. That's the group that they came from. Mm-hmm. That's the group that she came from. Yeah, Angela, a lot of people feel that way. I mean, if you heard her the other night on that makeup monster, what is her mobster? She was out of control. Kay was just out of control. I mean, and then she addressed that on this podcast, and they're telling her that, oh, she did the only thing, that they ganged up on her. Really? So you're like a 50-year-old woman, Kay, and you're resorting to name calling like a 5-year-old? Yeah, Kay is just something. I don't know. Something's wrong there. I don't know how the parents have to put up with the crap. I with hate speech now and bullying and some of these channels, I don't know how they're not just gone. Oh, my kissy. I'm finishing my cavitas. Do you know the first time? Do you want to laugh? The first time I had one of these a few years ago, my daughter drinks them all the time, but I picked one up and I was way out in Pennsylvania in Scranton, because that's where I go shopping, and I shop late. Sometimes it's 12, 1 o'clock when I'm leaving there, and I've got to drive an hour home. So I called one of my girlfriends because I couldn't get my daughter, and I said, oh my gosh, this tastes like alcohol. I said, please tell me there's no alcohol. And she laughed her head off, and she's like, Carolyn, there's no alcohol in there. And I said, if I get a DWI, because it's like fermented, it tastes like, right? I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't have this. I'm going to get a DWI. But it's not. It's because this one has the apple cider vinegar, but the other one I usually have the ginger, and they didn't have that one, lemon, and I thought it was alcohol. You could tell I'm a huge drinker. Yeah, no. It was Dana. Oh no, Dana, and that's another thing she said. She goes, what are you calling yourself Dana for? You need another N if you want to call it Dana. And that's from somebody that considers herself a wordsmith. You're not blocked, Peaches. I see you. Why do people, if I'm missing the chat, it's hard for me to keep up with the chat. You guys go so fast. Love your videos and saying it like it is. Mommy, could you tell me the name of your drink? Okay, yes, I can. Can you see? Here. It's Kavita apple cider vinegar tonic with live probiotics, and it's elderberry. I usually get the ginger and lemon one. Okay, did you get that, Katie? Yeah. My little son was like, does that taste good, Mom? How come you just, and I'm like, no, it does. And then he's like, let me have a little bit of it. So elderberry, like, no, elderberry is, look, here's another elderberry. This elderberry, it's very good to take it for your immunity. That's elderberry syrup. It's very good. Let's see. Mommy, I got IV nutrition. IV nutrition? What is that? Not really through an IV, Pac-Man, right? Yes, I think somebody said she has twins, but I thought I heard her kids were estranged from her. I don't know. I thought I heard something like that too. I thought someone told me something like that. Meanwhile, she calls people an abusive mother. The elderberry wine. What is the IV? Pac-Man? What is that IV stuff? It's not a real IV, is it, Pac-Man? Yes, it is. You go and get an IV? Some people are fed enough. So how long? I don't like IVs. IV nutrition is called. I've never heard of anybody going in for IVs. Were you anemic or anything? Do I think Watts is going to appeal? He can't. He can't anymore. He's passed. He's done. I think he's done. Elderberry isn't just for. No, elderberry is. A lot of people they make it for kids. It's just, you just take it. It supports your immunity, and it has high antioxidant levels, right? Antioxidant levels. Crazy practically gallops in your family. If further evidence is before the court, for him to get an appeal, it would, I don't know what And that Berreth, no, it's not, they don't allow cameras in the courtroom unless, I don't know if that's going to change. I can't believe it. What are they protecting him from? No, he killed, no, he killed his family. He can try to appeal for his sentencing. I don't think so. Yeah, but look at Jessica. Look at there. We're going to let that Crystal, because somebody just said, without Crystal was the only thing they had linking Patrick to this. But now it's coming out that Crystal, oh my gosh, she's lied so much. I don't know. I mean, that whole Frazee case is just beyond. The poison yeah, I don't think any of that's true. The Starbucks, the pipe, I don't think any of that's true now. I think Crystal made up all this stuff. Okay, it's like the only way NK is going to come out is if one of her friends comes forward with something. I think that's the only thing. They say he's at peace. They say Chris Watts is at peace, that he's right where he should be. And don't read into that. It's not because he killed them, but he's right where he needs to be. And he's getting right with his Christian faith. Is who losing weight? Please Google her name and look at the image tabs on her old Facebook pictures and look at her name, please. Elizabeth, Google her real name. Hi, Mommy Mods. The guy burned her body. He was part of it. I don't know. I might have lost a few pounds. I don't think anything. I don't envy you. I don't know. I take a bunch of vitamins and supplements, lots of them. Lots of them. But I don't take an IV. Crystal, I think Crystal is the one that killed her. I'm late, probably because you're live. Yeah. Chris Watts. No, I don't do Thrive. I don't do Thrive. I actually take Melaleuca vitamins. I think you're right. She likely killed him, yeah. I was vitamin D deficient until I started on those vitamins, and they changed. That was like 6-8 years ago, and those are the only ones I take. Who's back in the hospital? Ariane, you're back in the hospital? Why? Now you're at home? I hope you're better. What's going on? I saw Jewel, something while I was in the car. Somebody was saying that somebody is really mad at her or something. Did anybody know what's going on with that? Who's mad at her? Who did you guys go to? I hope they find Berreth's remains. They're supposedly digging up the landfill now, right? Astral Pilot says he found Nicole K's real name. What do you mean her real name? Her real name was Nicole Kessinger. You mean her new name? Yeah, Deanna, do you know that letter that are you talking about a woman with her name begins with S? And the reason I don't want to say it is because I don't know if you read it. She asked for her please. It says right there in the discovery, I don't want this letter shared with the media. So that's why I will not read it on, I don't know. I will not read it because she asked for it not to be shared. She had it notarized too, that she did not want that shared. And you have to, I mean, I'm for respecting somebody's wishes. Yeah, no, there's a lot of people that'll, read it and they'll just leave the last part out. I couldn't do that. I don't know. I would. Yeah. I will not read that out loud because at the end, that woman said, please, I do not want this shared with any forms of media at all, and had it notarized. Why mention what? What? Who said why mention what? That's the illegal. Yeah, that's these. I take 2 packages of these every day. Right, Pac-Man. Somebody asked me that. They asked me if I heard about that, if I know about the letter. I said yes, but I won't read it or share it because at the end of that letter, that woman expressly says, "Please do not share this letter on any type of media." And I consider YouTube a pretty big media site, social media. I would never share it. I have another vitamin D. It's from Melaleuca too. All my vitamins are the illegal, because they're the only ones that work. I tried every other vitamin D before that. It never got rid of my deficiency. There was a letter in the discovery, Dylan, from someone that knew Shanann that sent in a letter just about their time. And at the end, she said, please, this is for law enforcement only. I do not want this letter shared with any type of media. And so then somebody asked me about it. I said, yes, I've seen it, but I won't share it on my channel because I take something like that seriously. Why would I want to do that to the woman? But then Pac-Man asked me why mention it. I was only answering someone, Pac-Man. It's in the discovery, yes. That's correct. But we don't need to share the letter on social media or any type of media. The woman asked very nicely for no one to share it. I think people should respect that. That's what I think. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. She doesn't want the letter shared. Mommy said she got a letter. Said she got, oh, Pac-Man, I thought you were asking me, why did I just mention the letter that I won't share because it says don't share it. But anybody could read it in the discovery. I just won't share it. I don't know. I feel like if you're a really horrible person like that, it's like, it's not a good energy to create. You know what I mean? It's like, I would feel terrible, like something was going to happen. You get this, all this stuff. And she was really adamant, don't share this. And then if you just go ahead and, who cares? I'm going to share it anyway. I don't know. I think it's in the discovery. Yeah. But it was meant for, at that point when she wrote it, I think she didn't know if he was going to take a plea deal or there was going to be a trial. And she sent it in there, to help the case, but she didn't want it shared on any type of media. We will, in time. Arrow, I think you probably could search it under Shanann's name. The discovery, there's you don't have the link for the discovery. Some of my video descriptions, I think that they all have it now, they have the link for the discovery. No, Joseph, I didn't get a letter sent to me. This is in the discovery. Who is Rebecca? Rebecca said she got what? Is this the lady that talks like a mouse? The person asked if he talked after. No, if it's a person, I think the only time she comes on camera is when she has those things on that make her look like a mouse and change her voice. Okay. She's the one that also has Louis Vuittons on there that she says are real, right? Okay. I don't know. I think you have to really. Isn't she the one that also put a headline up there that the security system filmed Chris Watts killing all the kids, killing his whole family? That's on tape. Didn't she also do that? Okay, well, there's your answer, right? There's your answer. You don't really have to look too hard. Did I follow the Sabrina Limon trail? No. Worst discovery I saw was Casey Anthony when they included the Anthonys. So, oh my gosh, did they, Jessica? She is friends with Vivint. That's crazy. Let you get what's straight in your mind, Katie. What are you getting straight in your mind? I'll have to check it out, Mary. Did you guys see that Uber driver thing? And 2020 had something on it on Friday night. I put it on the DVR. I didn't get to watch it yet, but I saw the real court case. I thought you meant I was saying, why did she mention it? No, Pac-Man, I thought you said, why did I mention the letter that I wouldn't share? That's what I thought you said. That's why I asked you. I thought you said, when somebody asked me about it, I thought you said to me, well, then why mention it? See, the people that lie and stuff, I just don't understand what's going to happen. Like, to me, it makes no sense, because if you're getting views and you're getting people coming to you because you're doing this stuff, then how long is it going to last? Like, I don't know. It's real scammy and real like con man. I don't understand that. And then when people start to catch on, then what happens? I don't know. Is it just the Uber case? Yeah, yeah, that was. Did you see the real courtroom stuff? But Dylan, okay, that's a pet peeve of mine. You think she's ill-informed and doesn't really look into stuff. But why then is she out there creating video? See, it's the same thing with people that share stuff on Facebook and they don't check sources. I go out of my mind with that stuff. And then just like you have people that copy and paste and the same stupid thing. Remember when all those stupid Facebook warnings were coming out? People thought by copying and pasting, they were, and you could tell them 100 times, and they just keep doing it again and again and again. Oh, it drives me crazy. And then there's so many people that don't check sources for stuff and just put up this scaremongering stuff. And I'm not even talking about political stuff. I'm talking about just anything. And they don't check a source and they just post it. Yeah, it drives me insane. I'm a rare breed. I don't know. I can't take it. Just as a journalist, your sources are everything, because once maybe that's why I see that. Then maybe people are like, oh, well, who cares? I'll write this out, until it's over. And it's never that they're really long-term into anything, because you would never want to do that to your reputation. I would never want to do that to my reputation. I told you, I freak out if I get, like, when I found out, oh my gosh, did I say Crystal was still married? She's divorced. And the next day I came on and I made sure I said it. She's divorced. I go nuts if I get something wrong or misspeak something. Saw the video. I don't know. There's a lot of people that just say things. Like I even said, there's people in my town that just say things just to say things, and they have no knowledge of what they're talking about. You watched Abducted in Plain Sight, right? You feel out of the loop? Why, Safi? Blackstone sold Vivint. The Uber driver, yeah, that I want to watch. Did anybody watch it on 2020? The 2020 special with it? Yeah, Dylan, they must have been the ones that I saw where oh yeah. My daughter and I were just talking about the Uber drivers. I said, yes, you have to get the reviews and everything, but they could go on like a whole day killing spree before they get caught. You know what I mean? So do I watch college? No, not really, Lisa. Why? I couldn't be, I'll tell you why I couldn't be an Uber driver. I'm a germaphobe, okay? Let's say I get the call to pick them up and they're, like you've got to worry they're going to vomit in your car. What if they're sick and then they're hacking the whole way on you? Like, who needs that? No, thanks. I don't, yeah. And what if what if they look like they just committed a murder? This is what I think too. And they have blood all, let me just get in your car. I just finished cleaning up the crime scene. That's what I'm always thinking. It's like, get the freak out of my car. I don't want you in my car. My daughter uses it all the time too, because she works in Manhattan and she lives in Brooklyn. Yeah, she uses Uber all the time. But I always tell her that. I'm like, I'm so funny. I think of things probably that nobody thinks of. Like, some things make me want to go take a shower just thinking about them, just thinking about Crystal cleaning up the crime scene and bringing that stuff in her friend's car. My husband will even say it. Like, if he tells me something like just gross, he'll go like this, you already feel like taking a shower, right? Even though I wasn't even around any of it. And he's right. Yeah, I can want to take a shower just thinking about it. Just thinking about Crystal in that car, I want to take a shower. I get like that in hospitals. Yeah. I love the self-checkouts because I can't take people touching my stuff and then they lick their fingers and open the bags. I just want to leave all my stuff there when they do that. I don't know. I've never tried, I don't know. For Mensa, I once was good friends with a guy that kept telling me he was a member of the Mensa. He's trying to. Oh, but Lisa, she got her channel taken down, didn't she? So I saw something about that. Somebody told me to go look for that, set the record straight, and she was all over there about her channel being taken down. You're OCD like that, but I'm worse than you? I'm probably. And my daughter's just the opposite. When she used to have a car, she used to go, Mom, I just pumped gas and I ate a sandwich and I didn't even wash my hands. She used to love to do that to me. Yeah. Do I eat out or you don't know where they're doing to you? Oh, well, I mean, I eat out, but it's not that I don't have agoraphobia. I like the least amount of, I like the self-checkout because oh my gosh, Dylan, I have, you know how people have the little tiny one? I've got like the big one in my purse. Oh, no, people know me. And and then I have more in the car. Yeah, I laugh at the people. Like my sister travels with this tiny little one like this, and I'm like, I'd be through that in one use. Okay, so oh my gosh. Well, the phrasey, no, Elaine, I think they're not going to allow cameras. I don't know why. You always carry your hand sanitizer? Yeah. You'll be missing an opportunity to take the aliens to Trump. Okay. Or the belt is gross. Oh yeah, that's too, right? Like leaking meat on the belt. Oh gosh. I sometimes envy the people that don't even think, like my husband a lot of times won't even think about it. He's like the exact opposite of me. But a lot of times I envy people that don't even think about that. Oh, I don't even go in public restrooms. Yeah, I don't know, Dylan, but there are people like that, and I'm just like, oh, like they don't even think. You ever see people that hold their money in their mouth, like bills in their mouth while they're getting something out of it, and I'm just like, oh, God. Oh my gosh. It's hand sanitizer. Yeah, well then you've got it. I also carry. I also have wipes. I also have a lot of things, but yeah, I've seen a lot of people hold. You know what I think of too? You want to listen to this one? Strippers. Oh my gosh, I'm thinking like they're putting the money. Oh. You just think you threw up a little bit in your mouth. I've seen plenty of people put money in their mouth and hold it there while they're getting something. Oh, I have a huge bag. It's like a doctor's bag. I swear to you, it's about the size of a doctor's bag. It's a huge bag, and it's like a black hole. You haven't thought of that, Dylan? That's whenever I see, if it's a movie and there's strippers, I'm just like, first of all, that pole, who else has been up against that pole? And then you're putting these bills. Ugh. I could think of things that I could probably have you, if there were germaphobes, I could give you stuff to think about that you probably never thought about. And get this one. Do you want to really get freaked out? My girlfriend, when we were in college, there was a big dental school there. And so she was going to dental school, and she was the biggest germaphobe. And I wasn't too much of a germaphobe in college. I really wasn't. And she would tell me things like, oh, you could get this from this. And I go, oh yeah, Jackie. Yeah, sure you can. Okay, Jackie, go in your little bubble, Jackie. And then later on, when she became a dentist, and then I remember we were on the phone once, she said, Carolyn, you know what's really gross? Now listen to this, guys. When you go to the dentist or when you go to the gynecologist, and she goes, think about the first thing they grab, the light, right? The light, the dentist brings that light down. She goes, it's the last thing they push away, and they usually push it away with the glove that they've had in your mouth and in every other patient's mouth. And she said, and then they grab it when they go in. And she goes, the gynecologist does the same thing with the light. So she makes her gynecologist, I'm not kidding, she makes them clean the light in front of her and then wash his hands. And I said, wow, you asked? She said, yes. And ever since she said that, it freaks me out, but I've never asked them to do it. Thanks for that, right, Sharon? You'll watch it from now on. And I said, Jackie, I think they would freak out if I asked them that. And yeah, you go crazy, Safi. I know. I was like, I couldn't believe she told me that. But ever since she told me that, but the lights are usually covered. No, not the ones at the gynecologist. They're usually just on the side of the exam table. People use money as Kleenex. Your hygienist has, yes, but are they changing the plastic all the time? A lot of times they have stuff on them, but they don't change it all the time. Mm-mm. That's like I remember somebody said, oh, they wear gloves. It was at this place. And then I saw the guy that was working there. He went in the bathroom with his plastic gloves on and he came out with them on and then went back to making sandwiches. Yeah, you hope they peel them off after every use. I've seen stuff like that too. And then, or if you look, it's the tray. It's 100 different things. And then at that point, I say, well, I can't worry about all that. After I delivered my son, I bleached cleaned the delivery room. You bleached the delivery room at the hospital? Walked out of a Baskin Robbins because a guy cleaning. What? And then wanting to. Oh, I've done stuff like that, Dylan. Oh, I'll be right back. Or you ever get a cashier when they don't have a self-checkout and the cashier is so freaking sick? And then they want your credit card and you told them to see, I'm not good like that. I just have to, I'll just leave, or sometimes I just like, oh. Yeah, rise. Clorox wipes for the pole. But no, I think about it. I can think about a lot of things. You probably bleach wipes. You grew up making mud pies. Well, the dirt is not it, veggie girl. It's just the gross. I'm not. My kids can play in the dirt and stuff. It's not dirt like that. It's more the like disgusting germs. The how and why of Crystal's played any money on hold up. Because if she lied, Crystal Dawn, if she lied, then the plea deal is no more. If she committed any perjury in her statements that she gave them, then the plea deal won't hold up. And it's seriously looking like that. Other people's body fluids, yes. But that's what it is. Who is that? Amber Dawn? Because right now they're saying she could just get probation if she is telling the truth, and she would probably just get probation. She wouldn't serve any jail time. Oh, she must. Yeah, Laura, from what I hear, I don't know if any of you are in that group, but that woman that runs that group is spot on with what she said so far. And she has an inside track over there. Yeah, well, Crystal, I don't think the plea deal is going to last for her. It seems there's a lot more people around. What grosses you out is when people let their dog kiss them right on the lips. Yeah. I don't blame. You don't blame. Oh, what did we get? Cross. I have already asked. They were sick. They could go, and if so, go to another checkout. It's prayers for Kelsey Berreth on Facebook. So I don't think that she can get away, that she'll get away with the plea deal. I don't think she will either. Not from what they're saying. There's too much stuff that they're saying now that they might have shot and killed Kelsey. You see, without a body, we don't know how they really killed her. And nothing Crystal says makes sense. The whole Starbucks thing, if she brought her the coffee, I guarantee you it was drugged and Kelsey just didn't drink it. But I don't even think that's true. I don't even think I think that's totally made up. Oh, okay, Laura. Then we'll bring you the news. I'll be bringing you the news. There's a lot going on, and there is a lot going on in that group. And this woman is creating the whole timeline because it's changing from minute to minute. Okay. What do you need? You see my 2 comments for what do you need? Answer about the origin of the doorbell video, Charlie. Hold on. Is supposed to be that headline news, CNN requested it. Thank you, Pac-Man. Sorry, the misunderstanding. Oh, okay. Thanks, Pac-Man. They requested it. And then, I don't know, there's something going around. So I was saying, so if anybody that was in Jules, somebody was saying that someone said they were the ones that got it. And it was someone on YouTube. But CNN requested it. Did they know each other? Why would a stranger? Elaine, they were coming up with a scheme. This is all what she says, though. This is what Crystal says, but Crystal lies. That she said Patrick put her up to it and said, go on and pretend you just moved in the area and you're her new neighbor and you want to do something nice. And something about, this is what also didn't make sense. Thank her for finding your dogs. But there was never any dog story to go along with that. Okay. Did you see my comment way above night? No, I was answering your doorbell comment, Charlie. What's the other comment? Off topic. I'm in the Eastern Standard Zone. And I know. It's so late. Yes, I heard something about it, Cinnamon, something about someone saying that they were the one to have it, and then she was crying about something, but I don't know who they were talking about. The Facebook group, Katie, is Prayers for Kelsey Berreth. I'm glad you come on late. Good. Mommy doesn't sleep, just a few hours. Really, Mommy? About what? About the time? Yeah, really. Oh, believe me, my kids are not too clean. You don't know my husband. Mm-mm. That's what I said. It's not dirt and everything that bothers me. And knock on wood, my kids have had like an antibiotic twice in their life each. Okay? Knock on wood. I'm off to bed at about 5. Yeah, me too, Sharon. Never understand killing Kelsey over child custody. No, but a lot of people, Ms. Terry, are now using murder in their problem-solving arsenal. Right. So, yeah, especially in Colorado and in Florida. And in Florida. Okay, A, B, C, D, M, E, V. Okay, good night, H. Wolf. I don't think at this point Patrick did it. Crystal. Oh, yeah, I think Crystal did it too, Jessica. That's what I'm saying. I was trying to connect her. Well, where the heck was she on the 22nd? What big alibi does she have except this Vegas trip? But I don't trust her at all. So I feel like I wasted so much time figuring things out because now she's changing the story. And now it's driving me crazy. I don't. The Thayers, yeah. Something seems a little off. And I don't know if it's just, I really don't know if it's because of Colorado and people are smoking something all the time. And that's what makes it seem a little off sometimes. Seriously, because I don't know. Sometimes I'm how she's changed the story a lot. If you go in there's so many things that are going on, and first things that don't add up. Like where is that one round that's missing from that gun? Where's that? And let's see. Are you talking about Crystal, Laura? Yeah, and there's a lot of things coming out now. They're saying Patrick in this group, the admin knows the family, and I've been in this group since Kelsey disappeared. Okay, and everything she said has come true, because you know me, the biggest skeptic from New York. I don't tell you, I don't do conspiracy, and I'm telling you that what she has said has been true. And she knows the family. So she told me way long ago that Kelsey's body was burned and stuff like that. So that group, she's saying there's a lot now that Patrick did not kill Kelsey, that Crystal did, or two people did. Is that what she said? Being Crystal, and I think it might be that aunt or one of her friends. I don't know. It's kind of scary. I don't know, Pringle. I hope she wouldn't bring her baby down to do something like that. But there's a lot of friends there, and her aunt, and then I think her aunt, and even an adult niece. There's a chance PD and KL shut off a round. I don't know. There's a neighbor interview at PF. Is that, well, who is that? Is that the neighbor, the one that the lady that says she can't imagine him doing this? Well, now they're saying the mom might have pled the fifth because one of the reasons is they had the baby there, or something like that, and then something with the pipe and touching the pipe, and And now they're saying the mother, who was a nurse, there's other people involved that she might know. Right. And Crystal's word is, I don't know. It's so weird, everything she's saying. And she's divorced, but she still lives with the ex-husband. And now that's even changing, because now someone's saying she has been living the last 4 or 5 months with that Michelle, the one that did the interview with CBS. Okay, Joseph. Good night. And now there's also rumors that is the youngest child Patrick's, because why was that the only child that she said he was threatening the life of? Because she has 2 children. When she gets locked up. Because, you look at it and you say, if she really had nothing to do with it, and she really, she's going to just go run down and clean up a crime scene just because she supposedly loves him so much. And how could she ever feel secure in that? Because if he killed, wouldn't she just be looking over her shoulder every 5 minutes? I don't think he killed her. I think he might have helped her dispose of stuff, but I think she killed her. She might have had help, but I don't think it was from him. I think it was from someone else. I took it down. Who asked me that? I am Stella, because somebody said it looked like a vagina. Or should I say female genitalia, so YouTube doesn't say it. Somebody said it looked like female genitalia. So I took it down because I don't know. I never saw that, but that was freaking me out. I don't know. The next court date is April 6th or April 8th. Right, Jessica, because would you want to be with him after he killed his ex-fiance or whatever? You're thinking like, okay, well, when's the one he's going to have plans for me? Yeah, that case, I'm telling you, is going to be just off the charts crazy. And it's crazy, the crazy case. Buffering? No, hopefully we're not buffering. That was one. I doubt he'll testify. I think has anybody heard him ever utter a word? He's not going to be Chris Watts. But so much blood. Okay. But we really don't know that okay. When the police went there, the police didn't even notice any blood. And then Kelsey's mother had to call them back. Crystal says there is blood all over the place. We know there was blood in the bathroom, in a few spots on the hinges and stuff. But I don't know. Everybody's saying if there was so much blood like that, she couldn't have cleaned that up in 2-3 hours. He has only said get off his private. That's what I mean. And he ran right into the truck when they found him at the attorney's office with his daughter. I just don't understand why, he doesn't, he will never take the stand. Wouldn't they do that? They did do the luminol test. And then apparently they didn't see anything. And then I guess the house was empty for a few days. And then when the parents or the mother and the brother came, they noticed something on the toilet. And then they came back and they noticed a few spots, but it was a few spots. It was some on the fireplace, I think some on the TV, on the kitchen refrigerator, on some hinges, but just spots. Not taking this, yeah. The Frazee case, I have 2 videos that'll give you the timeline of this, and on the Frazee one that'll bring you up to speed. Luminol in the bathroom, the blood not showing up is right. So I don't think that could have been yeah. That, and even the bathtub, she said she used the bathtub to clean, so it could have been blood. I think if they put luminol around my house, you'd find, with 5 kids, and gosh, I had a dog once that was bleeding so bad from. I think you'd find blood all. I feel like, how could you not, like when they said they went into Chris Watts's and they put luminol, how could you not find blood in the bathroom? I don't understand that. Gosh, I can remember 2 times at least. My son fell down the back, that's the back stairs up to the whole flight. It's a straight flight. He fell down. He was bleeding profusely from the stairs all the way around into the bathroom. I just don't know how. There's a blood-free house. Or in the bathroom. Yeah, blood everywhere. My gosh, my kids, once on Mother's Day, one hit the one accidentally with a baseball bat in the head. He had so much blood running down his face, okay? And thankfully, we have a little tiny hospital here that like nobody knows. It's an annex. And it's really like your own private hospital. They turn the lights on when you come. There's no one over there. It's like the best kept secret. My husband rushed him down to get glue. And then while I was doing something, the other son hit him. He got hit with the bat too. It was crazy. Mother's Day. And while my husband was coming back from the hospital, I was taking the other one. So then we all met in the parking lot and they both got glue and we took a selfie. I don't think she planted the blood. I think there could have been some blood that they were cleaning up, but you had a scorpion problem, so you used a black light, and there are fluids. I know that Jessica, listen to this. I have black lights, like the flashlight ones, so that I don't know, they're built so you could see. I'm so scared to use those, Jessica, because like I don't want to see stuff, especially like I go through these big checks at hotels, but I don't know if I could use the black light because I think I would just freak myself out. I wouldn't be able to go anywhere. Yeah, pet urine. Yeah. You dropped a dish and sliced your toe, and it like someone tried to murder. I know some things could bleed like crazy. Stay away from the black light. See, I'm a good germaphobe because I know ink spots that black light is not my friend. There's something you got to just walk away. Cold, salty water gets the blood out. Yeah, but they say that luminol, that's the thing. They say even if you wash it and you scrub it away, it's supposed to still show the presence of it, right? You're not going to be able to wash it away. Does anybody remember there was some movie? Oh my gosh, my sister used to love it. And it was on like Lifetime where some guy murdered his wife with the weights from I think it was a true crime story, but they did a Lifetime movie about it. I think Valerie Bertinelli might have been in it. And it was her sister that got murdered. And the husband, nobody thought he did it. And then they came with the luminol while his mother was there. And they put luminol over this room. And then they did the light. And she freaked the heck out. There was blood all over the place. And they found out that he murdered her with the weights from his bench, but he cleaned everything up. It was so clean. But as soon as they put the luminol on, it went up. It was like neon. The weight bench, right? You guys remember that one? My sister used to love that movie. And then I think it was Valerie Bertinelli was her sister, and she was fighting for justice for her. And yes, right. That's what it was. They were sleeping in there, right? And then they saw oh my gosh, yes. All over the place. They used to make some really good movies. Valerie Bertinelli was in a few of them. She was in another one too, where the parents were real whack jobs, and she was getting up like at 3 a.m. and vacuuming the carpets or so. She played in a lot of. You just saw who used somebody used OxyClean? Oh, thanks to Hayden. And they had just had a baby in that movie, right? Didn't she just give birth to a baby and then he killed her with a weight from his weight bench? And then I think the Valerie Bertinelli, the sister, then got custody of the baby. But I think his mother too was like a Cindy Watts. I'm getting so much better at the live until we come to turn it off, but hopefully maybe it'll work. Could they have tricked the luminol test? I don't think so. Somebody once told me that even if you get like blood on your shirt or something, somebody told me they had a hoodie, and no matter what they did, even if it looked like the blood was out, that there was some kind of thing and you'd put it on, it would still show that. So whatever you're going to sleep. Okay, Pac-Man, good night. Enzymes. You're going to laugh about this one. There's also like a test you can do with hydrogen peroxide sometimes if you think you see blood on something. Don't ask me how I know. Don't ask me how I know or but if it bubbles, it's blood. If it's not, it doesn't. But they can also have a false trigger sometimes. It's not as good as luminol, but I can't readily buy luminol. There was nothing showing the. Oh, hi, Fendi. I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, because I looked that up once. I'm like, how do you know something's blood? Black light. Oh, I can't. I would never be able to use a black light in the hotel. Because then I wouldn't even be able to go out. I really wouldn't. You got to walk away sometimes. I'm thinking it's good. It's probably good, Jessica. I don't know. I don't know. Especially like my first house that I bought, we bought, it was, I want to say it was a used house. Now it was pre-lived in. What do you call it? But then after that, I built my house, and now I think I would freak out buying one, and then if I would never be able to use a black light or wonder what the heck happened in something. Yeah, just I can't do it. You get blood on clothes, you put the peroxide on, it helps get it out, but if you murdered someone, you're still screwed. Yeah, I get. Someone did a test in hotels to see. Oh, yeah, I know. I've seen that stuff. I've had to have them come and change the sheets many times in hotels, and I mean in good hotels, like the ones the Disney ones that you're paying like $500 a night for. Some of those were the worst. Did not. Oh, you didn't know I was on? Oh, okay. You bring, yeah. Don't forget to press the money button. What's the money button? Money. Oh, I thought she's telling me to press some. Oh gosh. Yeah, even in that Disney one, I was getting dirty dishes in the dining room. It was like terrible. We went during spring break. It was really crowded, but it was not cool. Wow, you think the Disney ones, you think they would be. You think they would be. But some of them, especially if you go during the busy time of year and check for bed bugs too. Yeah, I know. My kids know I check the bed. Like nobody can go in until I check the beds. As the housekeepers. But see, that freaks me too, because then if you watch the housekeepers, some of them go from room to room, and then they're like they'll be mopping up the floor 1 minute, and then they'll do the top of the ugh. Yeah, it takes a lot. I have to not look. At that point, I have to not look, or I would never go on vacation. You're in heaven? Yeah, I know, Miss Terry, and which is more soaked in semen. Did anybody see those boxer shorts in the Discovery? I think I said this. Yeah, the hospitals, I know that they were selling for, what was it? Was it $500? Semen stained boxers that supposedly were authentic Chris Watts boxers. Did anybody see those in the Discovery? And then the officer had a call on them. They were up on Craigslist. Oh, I inspect the sheets for hair. I could probably teach you guys things that you don't want to know, because I really don't want to make people crazy. I could teach you a lot of things. I drive my husband insane because my husband is the exact opposite of me. When we went on our honeymoon, you want to laugh at this? My husband was the kind of guy that would leave everything out, like all the his toiletries, his toothbrush, everything out and I say, pack it all up. You have to pack it all up. He goes, why? And I said, you've never seen the things. If you get the housekeepers angry and they've got to move all this stuff, they've taken toothbrushes and put them somewhere you don't want to know about. My husband thought I was crazy. And then we saw one of those like 20 something. And then we just saw another one recently where somebody did it. And he still laughs when I said that, but he put all his stuff away. But he's learned a lot through me. Yeah. Let's see. It's, let me tell you guys something else. Have you ever seen on eBay people selling their used shoes, like women's shoes, and the nastier, the better, and they're paying sometimes $2,000 for them? You think I'm kidding? Look it up. I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you. The more worn out, it's crazy. Have any of you ever seen that? No, but do you see what they're paying for them? For shoes that you wouldn't even give away. Like you'd be, if they have rips in them, as long as they're like high heels, and then sometimes even sneakers, little sneakers. I'm serious. Yeah, you have to look at that. I'm telling you. And my girlfriend thought I was kidding, right? And then I said to her, go see, because I heard about it. Where did I hear about it? Oh, in an eBay group. And somebody said, you have to see, they're selling used shoes. Some of them are going $500, $800, $1,000. Guess who isn't going on vacation again? And I looked, and they were. And then for jokes, she put up a pair of her shoes, and she said she was getting all kinds of questions asking her if she ever stepped on bugs on them and if she wore them in really dirty places. And she was giving them She was going, oh, yes, I've worn them to a lot of dirty places and I've stepped on a lot of bugs with them. And then they said, well, did you like, mash your foot? Oh, yes, yes. It's crazy. People, I guess, I don't know, have a thing for used shoes. The dirtier, the nastier, the better. I know, Sharon, if you don't believe me, take a look at it. Take a look at it. I'm not kidding you. I know, Dylan, that was what my girlfriend thought. She's like, because we were joking. I said, this is insane. It's crazy. Just you don't believe me, check it out. You cannot believe what they are buying on there. Yeah, Jessica. Absolutely. Aren't you in Vegas? You could go take some pictures on the strip with them. Boy, you'd be selling them like hotcakes. Tell them they're really dirty. I just walked the strip in Las Vegas on it. In Vegas. Leaving the chat to shoes. Yeah. These are ones, Sarah, that you wouldn't even give away, that you'd be like, oh my gosh, I just have to throw these away. I wore them in a strip club. Yeah. It's crazy. When I saw that in that eBay group, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You buy Civil War reenactment gear on eBay? Well, look, maybe if you sold some shoes high, you could buy a lot of what you like there. It's crazy. You just check it out. It's bizarre. In Germany? I don't know. Did you check German eBay? And to me, that would be like the most disgusting thing. Someone's shoes that you don't know where they've been with their shoes and they want them. The dirtier, the better. Need to change. Maybe, Sarah, take a look. It's crazy. It really is. And some of them are just horrendous looking. I know. Oh gosh. I believe they have sold flip-flops. Take a look at it. I am not kidding you. Next time, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some links ready for you guys. I will. If you guys can't find it, I'll get some links ready for you guys. Yeah, it's crazy. When you see it, you'll be like, no way. Oh, the hoarders episodes that I can't understand are the ones that save like the food, the old yogurts and stuff, and they can't get rid of the yogurts they've expired like 3 years ago. I don't get that. It's not like, I understand more if somebody's into collectibles and memorabilia and it got out of hand, but but the ones that are hoarding the food that's been expired it's like, no, I can't let this yogurt go, but it's spoiled. No, I can't let it go. I can't. Yeah, that's what I mean. That I can't understand. I've seen people on there, okay, they've got like tremendous comic book collections and stuff like that. And but the ones with the food, I'm like, what? I don't get it. Old water bottles. Yeah, and the garbage they can't take out, right? So it's just all over the place and it's just garbage. Well, don't tell anybody. Yeah. How did that true crime group go? It went really good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. People doing really well in it. Selling shoes on eBay. Think about that. What if you said, oh, these have been in many crime scenes? Mm-hmm. I've worn these in many crime scenes. I'm a crime scene investigator and I always wear my shoes on the job. before yogurt. Yeah, it's disgusting on there. I don't understand. I went on a date once. When he got back to the guy's house, he had hundreds of cardboards. Oh my gosh. I knew this writer once, a very famous writer, and lives in this. They had those little boxes of film. I swear to you, they had walls of them. And it wasn't that it was, like I said, that's not like disgusting, but I couldn't believe how many they had. I've worn mine in dirty, very dirty hotel rooms, Mrs. Terry. Very, very dirty. They were so dirty, those hotel rooms. Steve, cardboard. Yeah, I don't get it. But the food ones, I just don't get it. My daughter, she likes to watch this. And there was one, I don't even know how the person lived there. The piles were so high and all over the place. I don't know how they even walked, because they weren't young. I don't know how they didn't kill themselves. Oh, never, Sharon. I wear my I have hotel shoes. I have like little Crocs or something. I never walk barefoot in a hotel. And they're right outside the shower. Let me see if there's any updates on the crystal. Let me tell you, I'll tell you the latest news here. Oh boy. My stupid iPhone is putting my apps to sleep, and every time I click on Facebook, it almost like reinstalls it. Then, okay, here we go. Let me see. Trying to find the right one, because she started like 3 groups with the same name because there were trolls. So I've got it on my phone. It's always there. Okay, this one I think is. Let's see. There's 2 other men that haven't been questioned yet. One involved, the other one I'm not sure just yet. It's very confusing, but this was their goal. That's one thing she says. She's working on the whole timeline now of everything. What'd she say here? What happened here? Deadly diseases? You're still thinking about selling your shoes? Okay, Astral, he's saying that he knows where she is, Kim? Isn't he, though? Is he a conspiracy person? You're rubbish. Yeah, but I don't know. Do you think it's just... There's so many, I don't know. I don't want to say there's so many out there just saying things that are not true. And I never believe it. Like I say, oh my gosh, when they find out that this person is not telling the truth, but then nobody gets, and nobody's like, wow, I don't understand. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I put in down anything else. He believes Chris Watts was brainwashed. Yeah, maybe he's good friends with Kay then. Did anybody hear anything more about that antifreeze nurse? I don't know when she's going back. Save. That's the Golden State Killer. Scott Peterson, was his appeal denied? The one he did in August, was that denied? Did anyone hear on that? Not yet. That's what I thought, Jessica. But somebody said to me the other day that it was denied. What on earth could he? He's appealing it on. What the heck was he appealing that on? What was he appealing that on, Jessica? I had it here. He was. Didn't I have it in here? I think. Because his jurors went crazy. I mean, he lost so many, and then they had that strawberry shortcake one, and he said his lawyers did. Oh, that's what it was, right? It was that. The guy with the G. What was Garagos? Yeah, that he didn't. He wasn't. What didn't? Garagos throw doubt. Autopsy photos said born. Oh no, who's that? That's somebody else, I think. My killer notebook. I think it was another killer. Garagos said he was going to throw doubt on the autopsy photos of Lacey and the baby and say the baby was born alive. Right. 3 weeks. Yeah, and then they had all those juror shakeups. It was like Casey Anthony. I was so surprised at that verdict. I remember that. I was like, what? Right. They had her searching for her chloroform searches. Yeah, I don't know how. That was crazy. What the heck is my crystal stuff? I have notes on crystal. So this astral, whatever the heck he is, he's just saying that he knows where NK is. So it was denied. It was denied. They're working on another now. I thought he couldn't make any more. Ambien, it's the winner. Xanax. I don't take any of that stuff. Not for me. I know I put some stuff down here to talk about Crystal. But then every time I get something about Crystal, the story changes. It's getting me really aggravated. Oh, Jamie Watts is supposedly married to the smartest guy ever. And what'd you say? Kelly spoke to Chris. She does not ask him anything. She has respect for him because he's been through so much trauma. He killed his wife, but she knows 100% he didn't kill his kids. Let's see. What else did she say about him? And then she just started reading some Bible passage. Let me see. Oh, it's so sad that poor Cindy couldn't rock her own grandchildren because, Shanann just never let her do anything, apparently. And what should I say? And Jamie was so well organized. They sound like they're incredibly jealous of Shanann because Jamie is, at least it sounds like, because now she's the most organized person you've ever seen, Jamie. And she's not a mean girl. No, no, no. What else did it say? Ron. Oh, and they said, and then she messed up. She said something like, well, Jamie is proof that Ronnie and Cindy can raise a child that's human. That's what she said. That's a human. And then she doesn't even realize what she says. Down to earth and real. Oh my gosh, did not show up to Cece's birthday party. They didn't show up to Cece's birthday party because of the nut debacle. And Cece really wouldn't care anyway. Shanann just used it. They said, come on, Shanann used her kids. They were an extension of her, like a true narcissist. That's what they said. The same reason that they wouldn't show up to her wedding, and Jamie couldn't be a bridesmaid because Shanann wanted her to take off a week of work, supposedly, to do all this stuff, and she just couldn't do it. That's why she wasn't in the wedding. What else did they say here? Cindy and Jamie recognized Chris. Oh, Cindy and Jamie recognize that Chris took Shanann's life. They do recognize that. And they didn't wish death on her. And they're not trying to prove Chris innocent of killing Shanann. They just want to know the truth. They didn't care for Shanann because of that time Chris and Shanann came around and played that joke on them that Shanann was 40 years old, because you don't do that. You don't do that when you're meeting parents. You don't do that. And so Shanann got all the blame for it. We don't even know if it happened, but whatever. First she says Chris and Shanann, and then Shanann got it. She go, how stupid are you? You do that for kicks and giggles. Meanwhile, the cackler is saying this. You want to get a rise out of Cindy? And that's supposedly why they don't like her. Because they played a joke on her. Crazy. They said we can't recognize that Shanann is an abusive mother and spouse. Without a doubt, they said she's abusive. If we don't like it, then just stop listening. Crazy. I don't know. Cindy is really sweet. She loves everyone. She's just naive, and that's not in a negative sense naive, but it's bad because she's not guarded the way she should be, and she doesn't choose her words carefully, is what they said. She doesn't choose her words carefully. And get this one, guys. She didn't go national for those interviews that Cindy did. They said she didn't go on 2020 or Dateline. She went local, and the only reason she went local is because she had to have Chris see it. And in hindsight, they probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, because she's very naive and she can't choose her words carefully. And let's see. And that they said Chris was in solitary confinement. Okay. He was in protective custody and they couldn't talk to him. And that was a lie. They just didn't want to talk on a recorded line. Oh, and then they said it was a bunch of crap that his parents had to apply to make their victim statement, because that they should never have had to do that. And then she said something very troublesome. I told you guys somebody hacked Shanann's page and took a bunch of videos off. And she says something here. Well, you've seen it in those videos from Katie. That's the video they sent to me. They said, oh, the ones from Shanann's page. I'm so glad Katie released those. And they have them in their group. So it sounds like one of them hacked the page. And they're very glad because they got those videos off. That's what it certainly sounded like. And what should I say? Anything else did they say? Oh, they don't. The reason they don't want any details of the case. They don't need to hear about oil tanks. They know it all. And they said Chris acted normal. What do you want him to be? A sobbing ball of mush on the front porch? Cindy struggles with the oil, but she just doesn't know what he experienced. And Kay, in her hindsight, would have told Cindy going to the media with those interviews was not the best idea. If she only had told her. Check out Scott Peterson's appeal group on Facebook. It's run by Scott's family. Oh, gosh. They're planning another one based on new evidence. Husky, I don't know. I was reading some stuff that they said about Chris Watts and his family on that podcast the other night. It's crazy. Yeah, Juanita, it's crazy though. What she doesn't stop. She just keeps going and going and going. More hate, more hate. When you think she's done, she just keeps going. So you're waiting on somebody for bacon and eggs? They blame Shanann for controlling Chris. Yeah, but then somebody said it recently that he could never be with, just like he couldn't be with somebody that didn't give him direction. He wouldn't know. I'm sure Watts spurted here. I don't know. She sounds like she's very jealous, Sammy, because they made a point to say how drop dead gorgeous she is, and that cars literally stop in the street because she is just so drop dead gorgeous and so organized. And so it sounds like she was incredibly jealous of Shanann. You said that in the yeah, Kay, that critical Kay, and friend Kelly that supposedly called Chris in jail or had Chris call her. They called she says, oh, well, they loved the kids. It was, they were blaming that Shanann, everything was Shanann's fault. Everything's just Shanann's fault. Rise up. I don't think, cars are stopping on the street for her. I'm sorry. That's, yeah. Oh my gosh, she can't walk the streets of her hometown. Everybody's stopping and they're getting into pileups. Oh, I saw that, Casbot. I saw that. But did you see what she did to that? She shut down when that other Dana got on there, and then she went after her looks. Meanwhile, she will never show her face on camera. And then she just shut down. Uh-oh, I froze up. Oh, there I am. I'm back. Okay. Froze for a minute. You were listening? Yeah. I couldn't believe it. She went like a little child. He attacked her looks and then just cursing and then yawn when she was typing all the yawn. This is so boring. How immature is she? Yeah, that was crazy. She is pathetic, but she'll only go on with people that she feels she can just manipulate because she does the same thing over and over. Oh, but remember, you already told me this. Remember? Well, it could be right? She just wants somebody she sees things through another lens. She's such a critical thinker, but she's not. And anytime someone gets on that, just like she got so threatened by that Dana, and then she's supposed to be a wordsmith, and she tells her she needs another N in her name, and then she calls her Coke bottle glasses, go the F to bed. I feel like saying, if I say Coke bottle glasses, you can't even show your face on camera. You hide behind a picture. Yeah, Jamie online. She isn't right in the head. Not at all. I don't know, Liv. You could find. I mean, I don't hate you for that, but do you agree with what she says, Liv? You think Shanann was an abusive mother and an abusive wife, and that Chris was totally manipulated and didn't kill his children? It is childish, and she's like in her 50s. And that's what she went after. It was ridiculous. It's the Critical K is the one now. Right, and they say horrible things about her. They oh, because she's dead, we can't say anything. She has to become a saint. Screw it. We know she was an abusive wife and an abusive mother. We know that. She left all the evidence. She does have children, but I believe somebody told me sometime that they were estranged or something. Right. Yeah. I don't, she's just, she's always talking stuff about her. And, oh, that's why she started with that whole Saint Shanann thing. And the oil's not a bad thing. Because she loves Chris. And he could never be guilty of that. Yeah, of course I am, Stella, but they believe the one, who is it? Cal said, I will go to my grave believing Chris did not kill those children. Yeah, Marianne, yeah. I think she's dying to go to the prison and interview Chris. She's dying for that, I think. I yeah. Oh. Oh, well, she believes he was manipulated, Sarah, into the confession. He was manipulated. And that's when that purple perplexed or whatever she's like, he wasn't manipulated. He's a cold-blooded killer, Kay. He's a cold-blooded killer. And she's like, but do you think maybe you could open your mind a little bit and maybe maybe he's not, right? Right? Oh, I'm sure, Marianne. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's sickening, Sarah. If you haven't listened to her, not once has this live stream shown up. I don't know, Annie. How are oh, the relationship one? Yeah. And it's like, isn't it 101? You don't have a baby to fix a relationship. And he said, you have a baby to fix a relationship. I wonder what grade he got on that. Chris will never talk to anyone because I know, Stain. Chris is a liar. He could pass Polly. Well, did you hear in the Polly? He's like, oh, I thought that's how you fail it because you get nervous and you start sweat. And she's like, no, it's not about nerves. And he's like, oh, but I've seen that on TV. Oh, I don't think they're boycotting me. Mommy Watts told him he could win at anything. But they're saying Mommy Watts was not so wonderful to him, that Mommy Watts favored the daughter. Nothing new in comments. I don't know what that means. Oh, they made up. Yeah, Sarah. That was the one she did with Jay from Jay is for Justice. What is my webcam called? What do you mean? What is my webcam called? Who were Mel and Cal? They laughed about a woman that analyzed the case. Oh, that wasn't it. That wasn't Mel. Oh, yeah. Right. That was the one. That was that Dana. That was Dana that they were making, that Kay was making fun of. And they were saying, oh, you were right, Kay, because you were being attacked. My webcam is called Fred. Livy, we have mods in here. Yeah. What was it, Annie? Like Chris was attacked. Yeah. Like Chris was manipulated, is what she said. I just don't know. I really don't know why people are trying to align themselves with her now. Okay, rise up. Thankfully, we're knock on wood. We really haven't had too much of. I shouldn't say that now. Oh, okay. Wells. Yeah, they said Ronnie supposedly had some type of an abuse problem when Chris left because that was his best friend. Which I said, then I don't know why they haven't sold everything and moved out to Wisconsin. Yeah, Sarah, I try to stay away from the drama too completely. Maybe Cindy feels guilty. I don't think Cindy feels guilty for what? For not giving him enough attention as a child? But why then do you have to slander? That's what I say. But why does she have to slander Shanann? It's because he was alone with her. Yeah, I don't know. They just blame everybody for everything, but never Chris, and never any. They don't take. That's what I mean. They don't take any of the blame. They're perfect, all of them. His parents made him. Yeah. Right. And that's another thing that the one was saying to him. She said, they gave him that storyline. Oh no, 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 no. And even who was saying it? One of them was saying, was it the mobster lady said that just because he gave that interview and he didn't get emotional on the porch, really, it's not unusual. I was very surprised. Oh, yeah. Oh, that he wouldn't know what to do or something. I don't know what it was so crazy. I was like, this can't be real. I think that perplexed one was like, what the hell? Because she told her, She told that mobster one, she said, you should have stuck up for Dana. Instead, you took this crazy Kay side. And it almost sounded like she wanted to align herself with Kay, the crazy. I don't know. That's what you said to me earlier? Yeah, it was very weird. I know, the chat goes really fast. Well, isn't that enough evidence that Chris didn't make up the story on his own? Yeah, well, that's what the purple one was saying. Purple one. What, I don't know. Perplex? Purple something? She was surprised when Mobster did that. I think she's generally okay. Oh, you mean the perplexed one, Casbot was surprised? Yeah, okay. That's what it seemed like, but it seemed like she was almost scared, like, I've got to stick up for Kay, otherwise Kay will kill me after this. I don't know. She's called Laura? Okay. But yeah, she told her as it is. She said, I think you should have stood up for Dana, and then you're taking Kay's side, and Kay, was completely immature and just off her rocker. Right, Anna. Take the, yeah. Don't get, yeah, I don't know. I don't. Ugh. Now you're eating barbecue chips. Someone stop you. Oh, I can't reach you from over here, Sharon. Do you think the Watts family? I think the Watts family is lacking in a few things. I think so, Caspot. I don't know. Maybe she's scared of her. Who knows? You just had pork fried rice? Is she, Paula? I don't want, the only thing I watched was because that someone said you've got to go check this one out. That's the only reason. I'm like, let me go check her out. If it was true. It does say it in there. It's who just asked that? Catherine. It does say he had a substance abuse problem. It says it right in the discovery when Chris left home because Chris was his best friend and he missed having Chris around. Yeah, they didn't say what it was. They said substance abuse. Non-expired. That's good, Sarah. Yeah, that right. When she said he was a cold-blooded killer, but no, don't you think that he might not be right? Correct? Ronnie Watts had a substance abuse problem. It's in the discovery. It's right in the beginning of the interview before the polygraph with Tammy. I don't know, Elaine. I can't see where he Googled the oxycodone. I don't see that in the discovery at all. Does anybody see that in the discovery? And if so, what page is it? Carolyn, not at first, but later she knew. She said, I was the only one with emotions. Not even a little bit made me laugh. She can keep repeating it, but still. I didn't see the. I heard someone say about the oxycodone, but I've never seen that in the Discovery. Yeah, Safi, I'm going to get going in a few minutes too. I wish CW would have had Juan Martinez. Yeah, but he had to have a trial first, and he wasn't going to have that. Who is someone bashing? I didn't see any. Someone's bashing her? I didn't see a Jazz. I missed so much in this chat. Oh, I don't know. Too long, Ida. Kind of was okay. Barney? What? No, I'm not bashing her. Sorry. Okay. Won't let you copy and paste? Could ever file. You know what, prim and proper? That's what I'm saying. Why can't they file a hate speech, slander? You know, I mean, what are they saying now? They're saying that she tried to abort her pregnancy now. That one channel that's, what is it, Set the Record Straight? They're really going out there. Well, it is, Annie, it is directed at some of them. There's stuff on Frankie Jr. that they have that they're slandering, and it's their daughter and she's deceased. So why couldn't they? They should go after them. It's called, what is it called, guys? Set the Record Straight, and it's like STR and the number 8. Yeah, they're going to town on that channel. That I'm not going to let that mentally challenged man take a child into the water either. Yeah, Paul, that's the one I'm talking about. That's the one that just said, I think tonight they just said that she was trying to give herself an abortion with the pills that were in her purse or something, right? That's what they just said, Gabrielle. They said a lot of they said that that she was drunk. That video came out that was a conspiracy, you know, that's not really her, just from another time. They said that she was trying to give herself an abortion with the medication, that she has Munchausen's by proxy, just all the stuff that Mensa lady is saying times 10. It is, yeah, I think it was the Zofran, because that's what she had in her purse, that, right? The Zofran, and I think, did she have her migraine medicine in there? And they probably said she was trying to give herself a miscarriage. Yeah, but they're really going crazy. That one channel. Right, and right, she doesn't, there's no voice, and then people say that it's because of who they are, they won't speak. Well, but you can be a narcissist and a sociopath or a psychopath too. Right. Yeah, it does sound like projection. I think they were makeup stains, Elaine. Well, yeah, Gabrielle, they say she was an abusive mother now. Abusive. Oh, yeah, Kathleen? Well, they have comments on that straight from Frankie Rusak Jr., if that's really his account. But you think that he would have them go after them? I don't either, Juanita, except when someone says, "Oh my gosh, you've got to go see this," and then I've got to go check it, look at it, because I get 19,000 emails about it. But they said it was a fake Frankie account. Okay. Oh yeah, Jessica, that was crazy. She was nuts. And then when she had her sentencing and she said after they all made their statements, then she just said, "I want them to know that he was conscious when I slit his throat." But it's not the fake Frankie account. Yes, Sarah, most people can't take that group for too long. There's a fake Cindy account. It's a fake account, Trudy. There's a fake one on Facebook, but this is YouTube that we're talking about. The YouTube one is fake too. But he did have an account on YouTube, right? He did, because he did post a picture, video of Shanann's dog, Dieter, at one point. And Shanann's father used to have like a very public Facebook account until they got really hounded. They had the civil suit, Prim, and he didn't answer it, so they got a default judgment. Right, but it's not even the video of Dieter, the one that I saw. It's a video of another dog, and he had one of Dieter. Okay, Carol. He had a Twitter account, Whatastic, but it was private. Oh, the Facebook account is definitely fake because it's just, yeah, it's posting horrible things. Right, I saw that one. Yep. There's a friend of mine that her and Kay go at it constantly, and then she thought she got Kay's channel down, and then Kay sent her a message saying, "It's not down. It's not down. Why do you hate me so much?" And she just has no clue. Can't we get an art to help shut this down? I don't know why it can't be shut down. I really don't. With all the bullying and stuff and the no tolerance, because it's definitely, how is that not slander when you're saying that a woman that can't even defend herself took medication to have an abortion? And I don't know. I just don't know why anybody aligns themselves with her. But see, that's another thing. Thriving for Life, they were not against Shanann from anything I saw. I thought they were reposting good videos of her. They were not against her. I don't know why they were shut down. Probably because they're, I don't know, but it seems the same kind of thing the Plunder channel was doing. Yeah, do you have it? It's in the, it's in the video description. It's Carolyn at truecrimechat.org. Yeah, I'm going to be going to. I better get a couple of hours of sleep before. But anyway, well, I'll see what goes on with this Kelsey stuff. It's just crazy. Frankie was going for Sydney's dinner. Going to Cindy? We are expecting, how did you know that? I saw something about that, high winds. Sarah, do you live around the area? I always forget which ones live in New York and PA. Are you in PA, Sarah? You're the one from Rochester. Okay. I have to write that down. Yeah, I saw something about it. High winds on maybe it came up on my watch. I saw it somewhere. It's pouring now. Okay, Ida. Are you in northern New Jersey, Ida? My daughter's supposed to go skiing tomorrow. I don't know how that's going to work out. For like the first time since she was 8 years old. Okay, that's where I'm from. So yeah. You're in South Jersey, Gabrielle? Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Casbot. I stopped by your channel the other day and then I watched your video and I was going to leave a comment and then somebody interrupted me. I have to go back, but it was very good. It makes my heart cry. Oh, wait. Okay. What do I choose? Why do you choose to go live in the twilight hours? In the twilight, I really wasn't the twilight hours, but that's when my house calms down. Seriously. Otherwise, it's like a zoo. About the family wishes. All right, guys. I'm going to see if I can get this off this time. But I will. It's going to be a high of 55 there. I have cousins that live in Vegas. He's a movie producer. I'm pretty sure they live in. Do they live in Vegas? I have to find out where they live. Or Nevada. No, they're near Vegas. Why don't you do it when the kids are in school? Because right now you wouldn't be able to hear me with they're putting all new siding on our house and it's like so noisy. And usually I have to do my other work during that time too. Yeah, at least it's getting warmer, Ida. It's getting warmer here too. So that's good. All right, guys, take it easy and let's see if I can get us off and I'll talk to you guys soon. Let's see. Okay, no, cancel that. So, oh, I say it end stream. See, when I do it on my laptop, it's nice and big.